Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of WPQuickies, WordPress tips and tricks in 30 minutes or less. I hope it's going to be 30 minutes or less. This week is a bit long last week, but thanks for all those super questions from last week. So I hope you guys are doing well, and thanks for joining me this lunchtime. I hope you're having lovely weather, lovely sunshine. It's certainly hot here in Sydney today. Drop a note in the comments down below and just let me know who you are, where you're from, and that'd be great. I'll give some shout outs on the screen there for everyone. So hi, Mr. Miapus. Hi, Paul. These are our regular viewers every week. Thank you so much, guys, for joining every week. So this week, we're going to be talking about best plugins for WooCommerce, because last week we did the whole WooCommerce setup. So I thought I'd continue on with that, because a lot of people had some questions about what type of plugins you can use with WooCommerce. So I've got a little collection of plugins that I use for my client WooCommerce websites. I have mostly moved over to Easy Digital Downloads, but I still do WooCommerce clients every so often. So hello, Richa. Hello, Jean. Who else have we got? 7 Circle Designs. Eric. In Dallas, Texas. Oh, great. Wow. Other side of the planet. Thanks for joining in, Eric. That's awesome. And Natalie from Brizzy. Hope it's nice and sunny down in Brizzy. And Alan as well. So thanks so much for giving up your lunchtime to listen to me talk. Great. Okay, before we go on, just make sure you click on the subscribe button down below and ding that little bell, just so you get some notifications when we publish more video content. So it's not just me on here. It's also we do the WordPress meetups, the big meetups at the end of the month. And so we're still trying to decide on what topics to come up with for the big one at the end of this month. But if you subscribe to the meetup.com site, then yeah, we'll just let you know when the next one is there. Hey, Satinder from India. Wow, we've still got Dallas, Texas. We've got Dallas, Texas, USA, and now we've got India. Wow, real international crew. This one. Is it possible to see the WooCommerce setup again? Yep, so all these are recorded on YouTube. So just click on the WordPress Sydney or my channel and just have a look at the previous recordings, and you'll be able to watch those in playback, Natalia. And Rick, another person from the USA. Well, I hope you guys are having some nice weather over there as well. And hopefully my little presentations will make a little break from your presidential campaigns. Okay, so let's get straight on to it, guys. So the first plugin I have for you today is called Sales Analysis for WooCommerce. So for sales and marketing, of course, you really need to know who your customers are, where they're coming from, and what they're buying. So this is a premium plugin available on WooCommerce.com, and I'll post all the plugin links after the video here, so you guys can have a look at them. So a premium plugin, it's about $130 US, so you can convert that into whatever money is in your country, your region. But it's probably one of the best WooCommerce analytic plugins that I've come across, and I've tried a few. So you can really view your store data in graphs, charts, and you can export it out to whatever systems that you like as well. So you can really do a deep dive onto all the customer details, so where they're logging in from, what countries they are. Then you can have a look at all your different products and to see who's buying it and which region, price points as well. So there's just everything you can extract out of WooCommerce from the shop. You can view it in metrics and charts and graphs. So a really excellent plugin if you want to get the most data out of your WooCommerce shop. Next one. Yep, so this is a big favorite from a lot of the clients that I do WooCommerce sites on. Most of the WooCommerce client sites that I have built as actual physical shipping. So people who actually ship physical products. And this one is certainly a favorite. So it's PDF invoices and packing slips. It's actually free, which is great. And it basically includes a basic template. And I think you can buy additional templates, and you can create your own as well. but it's really, really useful for B2B, so business to business stores, who usually require some sort of pro forma invoice. So a pro forma invoice is an invoice that you send to a company before they will ship that stuff back out to you. So WooCommerce doesn't come with that out of the box, but this free plugin provides that. And it also allows you to print out packing slips as well. So you got all your customer data in there, and just a push of a button, you create a template and it just prints out all your packing slips. So of course you can get forms and labels for your printer. So this is an excellent add-on plugin. Really, really good. I would highly recommend that you have a look at that if you've got physical products that you ship out, and especially if you're a B2B supplier. Next up, we have trustpulse.com. Now, this is what we call a FOMO plugin, or fear of missing out. And what it does is you sign up. It's a paid subscription service. I think it starts about $50 a month. You sign up to that, add the plugin, and what happens is when someone buys something from your store, it pops up this little pop-up at the bottom, on the bottom left-hand side there. You see this little pop-up that comes up to say that Bob from Florida has bought your blue widget, that sort of stuff. And we've really found that by using these types of services, and there's quite a few of these, but I find that TrustPulse is a good price starter to come into the market. By using these types of FOMO plugins, it really does boost the customer engagement. When people are viewing your website, that particular product, and they're seeing that people are buying it, then it's like a psychology thing. They're thinking, oh well, if these people are buying it, it must be good, and if they're buying it, should I buy it? So really, really good. Small pop-ups, so it's not intrusive at all, and you can target pages or single products where you want the campaign to run on, and you get full live stream actions are taken along with the detailed analytics in the background as well. So really have a look at that. That plugin, it's really, really good, and yeah, definitely has a thumbs up from me for boosting engagement and sales. Next, we have Advanced Coupons plugin. So this is one of the best coupons plugins for WooCommerce that I've come across. And yes, WooCommerce does come with coupons, but they are very limited in their functionality. So this plugin here, it's got a free version and a paid one, which gives additional functionality. But you can set up offers like buy one, get one free coupons, schedule coupons, auto-apply coupons, shipping coupons, any type of coupon that you can think of. It's in this plugin, and it's a really, really great plugin if you're wanting to do coupons, things like seasonal offers, or trying if you've got like new products or new services to market that you're trying to get a boost for to get going. Yeah, a really, really good plugin, and definitely one that I install on most of my WooCommerce websites. The next one is custom product tabs. So when you're looking at a WooCommerce product, a single page product, you've got the additional tabs down the bottom for things like customer reviews, things like the detailed information. And it's not easy to add or to change those. But with this plugin, it is. So it helps you to tidy up your single product pages, because I see a lot of shops that run in WooCommerce that have like miles and miles of scrolling up and down with huge amounts of details. So by putting the stuff in tabs, you can easily break it up and allow the customers to see that specific type of content. So it really does tidy up the whole product. All of the tabs in your store, they support multiple forms of content like images, videos, and text. So you can be pretty much anything in those different tabs. And it really, really does help to tidy up that single product and allow people to find the information that they really, really need without having to kind of scroll up and down. So the core plugin is free. And of course, there's a paid version for additional features as well. So definitely check that one out. Next one is Beeketing for WooCommerce. Beeketing. I always have difficulty pronouncing that. Beeketing for WooCommerce. And it is a marketing plugin, and it's probably one of the best all-round marketing plugins, certainly for beginners. If you've got if you're new to WooCommerce. So yes, you can buy specialty marketing plugins that do one specific thing. But if you're starting, then this one, it's got so many things, so many features inside it. It's a great starting platform for you to kind of try out different things in your shop and see what works for you and what works for your business. So it's a free plugin, and of course, additional features are available on subscription, but has a huge amount of features, things like cart abandonment, email marketing, cross-selling, upselling. It's got loyalty programs, pop-ups. I think it does actually have social proof in it as well. And you can also target mobile machines, mobile devices with particular banners and pop-ups. So a great all-rounder marketing plugin for you to try all those different types of marketing techniques and see if they work on your shop. What have we got here? Custom tabs, great plugin. Yes, it is a fantastic plugin. And Joey says, hi. Hi, Joey. Okay, let's keep going. Next one is, I've not updated the title there. This one is Pick Plugins Product Slider. So it's not the bickering, it's the Pick Plugins Product Slider. So WooCommerce doesn't come with a product slider in the core plugin. And a lot of shops like that, especially if you've got lots and lots of images that you want to show, front, back, left, right, different color variations, things like that. So this is a free core plugin with, again, additional themes for paid versions. So you get the same features, but with the paid version, you get different themes that you can display the slider in. You can embed the slider in any page. It uses a shortcode, so it's nice and simple. And it works perfectly on mobile as well with touch scrolling. So you can do left and right for those. So a great, really theme slider here. It's really thin as well. It doesn't take up too much memory or disk space or resources. So really, really good slider there. Next, and I did update the title on this one, good. This is one of the YITH plugins. YITH make a huge amount of plugins for WooCommerce, so you can check out their website. They've got lots and lots of plugins, but this one specifically, I find is pretty good for client websites. So this is the Wishlist. So you've probably seen it on Booktopia or Amazon, where you're scrolling through the products, and yeah, you might not want to buy it just now, but you think it's something that you might like in the future, so you can add it to a wish list. And it really allows people to come back, to engage in your website, to have a look, to add stuff for later. So you're not getting people just to look at your product and go, I don't need that now. Okay, I'm just going. You can add it to this wish list. They can create multiple wish lists as well. And yeah, it's just really, really, really great to have. So you can offer specific gift lists for events, things like weddings or baby showers, anything you like, really. But I think it's a great engagement. It's a great marketing tool as well to get people to come back to your website and buy stuff at a later date. I know that I use this all the time on Booktopia, and when I scroll through, I might be looking for something specific, but if I see another book I don't really want to buy just now, just add it to the wish list. And then, when it comes up to birthdays or Christmas time, then I can say to my wife and people, oh yeah, these are a few books that I'm quite interested in. So it definitely serves a great purpose for sales and marketing. Next one, it's WooCommerce product add-ons. So this is a fantastic little plugin. It is a premium plugin, so it does cost a little bit. I can't quite remember how much it is, but it allows you to add really subtle upselling. Anything you like, but specifically upselling options for your products. So for example, you could add a checkbox for gift wrapping on a single product, and that might cost an extra $8 or $9. So it really allows you to upsell the different components, just so you can get maybe a little bit extra dollars when you're selling a product. So really, really great. I've got quite a few customers that use this, and quite a lot of services as well. People using WooCommerce to sell their services, their time. So there's a cleaning company that uses this particular product. So if you've got a multi-story house, like 2 or 3 floors, you can check the number of floors that you have. If you're looking for a deep clean, you can click on that. So there's lots of different things that you can add to these products. So pretty much anything you want, and you can add to that product, and you can charge for it or just add it as like an extra option that it stores in with the purchase. So really, really great little plugin there. The next one I have is WooCommerce Bookings. So again, this is a premium plugin, and it's a bit costly. It's actually around about $250 or $300 US, but it does allow your customers to book blocks of time. And again, the service businesses, and the one I'm thinking about is the cleaning business, they use this one as well. And I also quoted for a dog walking service, and this was one of the plugins that I had in their website as well. So they could had a calendar, they block book the amount of time they're available, and then they allow people to book and pay for these blocks of time. So you can have fixed blocks of time, or you can have customer defined blocks of time. Really is totally flexible in the way that you want to do that. So absolutely great. You can book one person, or you can book multiple people as well for appointments. And it's all in the customer's time zone as well. So it works all that stuff out for you. So definitely a great plugin if you're thinking about selling services based on you, or based on your time. WooCommerce Subscriptions. Okay, this is another premium plugin, and it's another costly one on WooCommerce.com. So it is around about $200–250 US for this one. But if you're looking to set up a subscription site, something people will pay for every month or every certain period, this is certainly the best, maybe the only option for WooCommerce if you want to sell subscriptions. It does work with PayPal, but I don't think PayPal subscriptions are particularly good or easy to manage. So I tend to use this one with Stripe, because Stripe has an excellent back-end interface, and it's really easy to see subscriptions and get information out of that. So a real good plugin for capturing recurring payments. It's ideal for selling things like online courses or access to a special knowledge base that you have. It also allows the customers to upgrade and downgrade their plans. You can set that as well. And it's got built-in renewal notifications so that customers don't miss out on things like plans coming up for cancel. So a really great plugin if you're looking to tap into that recurring revenue stream. Next one we have is Checkout Field Editor. So there's lots of cases where when you're checking out on the checkout cart, you want to ask people for additional details. So that could be a company name, it could be ABN, ACN, location, things like that, things that you can't edit out of the box with WordPress without getting a developer or hitting into templates for this one. Yeah, so really simple. Add extra fields to the checkout form. I don't think I've ever done a WooCommerce website for a client that hasn't wanted to have extra fields on the checkout. So definitely great. Again, this one, the core plugin features are free, and there is a paid version for additional fields and themes, so field types and themes. I think out of the box it does things like text field, multi-line field, selection drop down. But I think for things like radio buttons and date time and things like those types of fields, you have to pay for the premium version. Next up, WOOF. I just think that's a crazy name. WOOF. I don't even know what it stands for, but they've got lots of WooCommerce plugins. I'm using this one here on a client site just now. It's probably the best filter, I think, product filter for WooCommerce out there. I've tried 3 or 4. This one works really well with Gutenberg. It works well with Beaver. It works well with Elementor as well, if you're using the page builders. It is a premium plugin, but it's super flexible, and there's a lot of actual extensions that you can buy that comes with it that extends the filter process as well. So definitely have a look at the website. If you're thinking about filtering your products, this one is I think the best. The interface is really good. There's lots of different ways you can customize the interface. You can have images, you can have icons, you can have checkboxes, hierarchical. You can have sliders. So lots and lots of ways to filter out products. The interface on the back end is super easy to set up. It's just a tab within the WooCommerce settings, and most of it is drag and drop and just select options, which is great. In the back end for the HTML, everything is classed. So when it comes to styling it with CSS, you can target every single option and just brand it into your shop to make it look seamless, fit into your shop. And the filtering is using background AJAX calls. So there's no page refreshes. It just updates the products with the filters in real time. So definitely if you're thinking about filtering on your shop, this is probably one of the best ones. Go and have a look and try that one out. Okay, that is my collection of WooCommerce plugins. I think are great for shops, beginner shops, even advanced shops as well. But of course, you know, there's a million different WooCommerce plugins out there. So let me know if you guys have one that you use and I haven't maybe mentioned that one. Matthew here says Bookly looks good too for booking time slots. Yeah, I'll check that one out, Matthew. Thanks for that. I'll just have a quick look at any questions coming through. Yeah, so guys, you got any questions about WooCommerce plugins in particular? Just jot them down in the comments. I'll give you a couple of minutes there. If not, then we'll just wrap it up for today. But yeah, I think I'm falling in love with WooCommerce all over again, because as of version 3, it's gotten a lot better. The interface is good. It's less buggy with the updates. That was always a big concern, was updating versions of WooCommerce would break stuff, but this new version is really, really good. And yeah, I think most of my sites are easy digital downloads, but I think WooCommerce is starting to get back up there again for selling like virtual products and services as well. Let's see, we have some things here. Can you list them? Yeah. So right after this broadcast, I'll stay online and I'll copy all those URLs into the comments here for you guys, so you can link out to them. Claire, he's been using Beerocket for AJAX filtering and it works really well. Great. So Beerocket is another product filter. That's great, Clario. Thanks for that. I'm fairly sure I tried that one out. I tried about 5 of them out. Some worked with Beaver, some didn't. Some worked with Elementor, some didn't. So yeah, that's great. Great to know. Can you list the plugins? Yep, we'll list them. I'll put them in the comments. Gene, favorite plugin this year would be disabled WooCommerce bloat. That's great. Yeah, so I think that plugin allows you to check boxes and it gets rid of stuff that you don't need within WooCommerce, Jane, if that's right. So if you're not selling physical products, then obviously you don't need shipping address and all that sort of stuff. It just gets rid of all that rubbish. That's great. Rika, is the WOOF WooCommerce products filter free? The WOOF one? No, it's not. No, it's a premium plugin and it's on Code Canyon. It's about $40 US, I think. Yep, so that's just a one-off payment, Code Canyon. I guess that's one of the good things with Code Canyon is you buy it once off and then you get the updates for a year or something. Danny, what's a good plugin for SMS? For SMS. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but Amazon have, what's their called? Amazon SMS. Yeah, so they've got their own SMS. So Amazon Simple Notification Service, so SNS is their one, and there's definitely plugins for that. I'm not off the top of my head specifically aware of WooCommerce integration with SMS, but certainly for WordPress, Amazon's probably one of the better ones for SMS low cost. So I've dropped that in the comments there, but yeah, that's a great question. Satinder, I mentioned export import plugin. Yep, so the best export and import plugin is WP All Import and All Export. There you go. I'll just do that. So WP All Import and WP All Export. And it is a paid plugin. And they do have a module, an add-on you'll need for WooCommerce. And that's again paid. But yeah, you can import and export anything. So the current client website I'm doing just now, they've got products with lots of images. They've got multiple attributes. They've got a secondary taxonomy to bunch things into collections. They've got advanced custom fields in there. So I'm using WP All Import with the WooCommerce and the ACF plugin to import all those products, and it runs seamlessly. It's absolutely great. So yeah, have a look at that one, Satinder. Automate Woo will do SMS, says 7th Circle Designs. Great, thanks. Oh yes, import and export for products is native. So yes, if you go into WooCommerce and the products, there is along the title at the top an import and export. It's fairly limited. So if you've got extra modules that you're adding on to your product, then you probably want to want something like WP All Import for greater granularity. Let's see. For reminding customers to attend a webinar. I think you'd be using your CRM for doing that. So when people sign up, then you want to store them in your CRM. I use ActiveCampaign, and you can use lots of triggers and schedules for that. So yeah, not really anything to do with WooCommerce, I don't think, Danny. Are those plugins easy to set up, Natalia? Yes, they are. Yep. So most of these plugins are beginner friendly. So they're not really complicated at all. So really easy to set up. Yep. Greg, do you have a preferred plugin for adding multiple currencies? Can you not add multiple currencies within WooCommerce itself in the setup? Maybe you can't. I think when you're in the shipping and you're setting where you can sell to different countries, I think there's an option in there to set that particular currency for that. I could be wrong, but no, not off the top of my head. I don't know of a particular plugin to do that, Greg, but I can have a look. Alan says he wants to have a membership system. Sell memberships, allow online access to magazine for members. Okay, can you recommend plugins for that? Yeah, well, if you're going to be using WooCommerce as the payment gateway for that, then yeah, so the subscriptions would be the one to do that. And then you link in with something called Restrict Content Pro. Content Pro. And that has just been bought by iThemes. It was one of the Tippings plugins. We've got Restrict Content Pro. It's really, really good. And it allows you to set up groups and stuff, and then hide all the information based on your group and your role and where you log in and different things like that. And there is an add-on for Restrict Content Pro for WooCommerce, so that when somebody buys a membership, it adds them into the right group or member tier as well. Yeah, so I've actually set up a couple of membership sites like that using WooCommerce and subscriptions and Restrict Content Pro. Okay, last one. WooCommerce memberships by Skyverse. No, I've not come across that one. Thanks, Gene. I'll have a look at that. Okay, guys, thank you so much. So we've gone a little bit over today. Oh no, it's just past, which is great. Okay, well, thank you so much for your questions. I'm going to wrap up this quickie. So next week, I'm going to be talking about WordPress staging sites. So for those that don't know what staging site is, it's an area where you can copy your website from local or from your production website, do some changes, make sure everything doesn't break. Or if you're a developer and designer, you can host it and show your customers stuff and get feedback while you're working on your local development. So we'll just go through what WordPress staging sites are and a couple of options for where you can put them. And one of them is for free, which is good. So if you're looking for a free WordPress staging site, then join me next week. And of course, I love all the suggestions. I'm running out of topics, so I'm going to queue up some over the next few weeks, probably at the weekend. So thanks, keep those topics coming in. So there's a form down below and the video here that you can send some topic interest ideas to me, and I'll queue as many up as I can. And that's me. That's me. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. And hopefully see you guys next week. And yes, precision tracking, I will end this broadcast, but I'll still be on the comments, and I'll paste all those links in. I need to copy and paste them all out, so I'll do that just in a jiffy. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you for joining, and see you guys next week. Stay safe, and see you next week.